Hello, I'm Cassie Knoll. This week on Suncoast FYI, 941 Motors, Absolute Windows, Rock the Docks at Marina Jack and Mattison is preparing dinner for Dad. All next on Suncoast FYI. Thanks for joining us today on Suncoast FYI. 941 Motors strives to provide Sarasota with the best selection of affordable and dependable used vehicles. Here to tell us more about their business are owners Lane Elkins and Amanda Cover. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
It's very good to have you here today. I'm interested to learn more about your business. I actually haven't heard of it before. So what made you decide to start a used car business?
We've both been in the industry for a long time. We were working for some of the big dealerships, some of the big manufacturers. So we always kind of talked about starting something on our own and kind of filling a market that we didn't really see in Sarasota.
Mm-hmm.
So, we talked about it for quite a while and decided that it's something we needed to bring to this town.
Yeah, and I mean, so we certainly have the need for it around here.
Yes, we do. You have all the big dealerships, and then you have some of the used car lots, but a lot of people are intimidated by some of the dealership feel of things. We wanted to make something that's as close to private party as possible. Private party prices, and just a comfortable atmosphere.
I was gonna say, I read on your website that you guys can also even find vehicles for people.
We can. We have ways to find things that people are looking for that they maybe can't find, by the usual ways. And we also have a service of buying people's cars. So even if you don't want to buy a car from us, if you're looking to buy from someplace else, we'll buy your car instead of taking it in as a trade-in.
So that's definitely something that people will need for sure around here.
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
So how did the two of you become business partners?
We met through mutual friends in town, and we always kind of wanted to do something on our own anyway, and it was just better for us to join forces and do it together. So
Is that true, Lane?
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes, definitely. I mean, we were both working separately, and I had always had a dream of doing something like this. I always wanted to own my own lot. And when I met her, we just started talking, and it took about a year for everything to finally get to the point where we could do something. But I'm just really excited. We're very new at this, but I'm excited about the way things will go in the future.
And it sounds like you guys have a fresh idea.
Yeah.
And at least a customer service oriented outlook
Definitely.
on it for sure. So what kinds of cars do you sell?
Our market, we're aiming for things that are under about $6,000, $5,000 cars. Things that are reliable. A lot of people sell cars at that price point that aren't really something you'd want to put your kid in or somebody that you love. But, we have everything checked out by mechanics, and we just want to put out the best possible affordable car for everybody.
A big thing was when I was working at the dealership, a lot of people would come in looking for a $5,000 car. Well, a $5,000 car at a dealership after taxes and fees and everything else, you're looking at an $8,000 car.
Yeah.
We wanted to do, a $5,000 car at our dealership. We don't have a dealer fee. All you pay is your regular sales tax and title and registration. And that's it. So, you could realistically get a $5,000 car for $5,000.
Right.
Yeah, because that dealer fee will get you.
Yep.
Yeah,
Let me tell you.
I mean, $899 dealer fee at some dealers on a $5,000 car. That's
that's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Again, part of the customer service, helping to get the customer in a reliable,
Right.
dependable car.
And trying to make it as close as possible to a private party sale and not doing, dealership things like that, like a dealer fee. We'll never have one of those.
So where do you guys get your cars from?
We have a bunch of different ways of getting them.
We've been buying them from people is our main thing. Of course, there's the traditional auctions that all the used car dealers, but they're competing. You've got a lot of different dealers competing. It's crazy at the auction. So we've been trying to buy locally. A big thing for us is we don't want people taking their car to the dealership and trading them in. I've seen what happens at the dealership when you go bring your car in. You could take really good care of your car, but if it's older with high mileage, you're not going to get anything for it. We want you to bring that car to us, let us make an offer for that car. We'll pay you cash, and then you can go to the dealership with cash, and that's a lot bigger negotiating tool because they can't play games with the numbers like they would if you have a trade-in. Well, all right, well, we're going to give you this much for your trade-in. It seems like a great number, but really they're not discounting their car at all. If you come with cash, all the games are done. You've got a lot bigger advantage as a buyer to be able to buy a car from them with cash in hand.
Yeah.
And then you guys have a nice, dependable vehicle that you can help someone who needs
Absolutely,
it get into it.
absolutely. And if somebody were to get a quote from a dealership on a trade-in, bring it to us, and we'll do our absolute hardest to beat that trade-in quote that they made for you.
That's awesome. So who is your target market?
Anybody that needs an affordable car, you know. A lot of people that have been coming to us are teenagers up to, you know, older people, you know, and it really just is up to the price point that people are looking for. And
I was gonna say, it sounds like a great place for like parents to go for their kids' first car.
we've had a lot of that so far.
Yeah, that's been our biggest thing. Also, people that have wrecked their cars, they got a check for $5,000, $6,000 from the insurance company.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't have any extra money to spend. They come in and we put them in a great car, probably something nicer than what they were driving already.
That sounds awesome.
Everything's checked out by mechanics too, so you know that what you're getting is
good to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
So where can people go for more information? I know you guys do social media as well. So what's your social media site?
Social media is huge for us. It's actually facebook.com/941motors. That's huge for us. It has all the links to the website on there as well. Our website's 941motors.com. But on Facebook, you can message us. We've had people sending pictures of their cars, telling me more about them, you know, just so we get a feel for what they're trying to sell us. You can ask questions. You can review us, hopefully very well.
Yeah.
But we're always on there, so we'll always communicate with whoever messages us on Facebook.
And then on your website, you also have pictures of all the cars that you have.
Exactly. We're always updating our inventory.
Very cool. We'll definitely go check out 941 Motors, and thank you very much for coming on the show
Thank
today,
you for
guys.
having us.
Thank you.
And next on Suncoast FYI, we'll learn about windows that can help protect your home during hurricane season, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. I'm Cassie Knoll. Hurricane season is underway, and now is the time to be prepared. Here to tell us about windows that can help protect your home during a storm is Calvin Gray. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Cassie.
It's very good to have you here. I'm really excited to help people get prepared for hurricane season. So tell me, do you have to meet the hurricane code when replacing your windows and doors?
Yes, absolutely. Since 2004, Florida enacted the hurricane code to make sure that, first of all, protecting the homeowners and protecting the insurance companies, which was the first real motivation. It didn't seem to do so well because most of the insurance carriers have left the state anyway.
Yeah, that was a rough year.
It was a rough year.
That was a rough year for Florida. I believe 4 hurricanes affected the state that year.
Absolutely.
And then came 2005. I mean, yeah, definitely time to put in the new codes. So people have to keep up with these codes. Where can they find that information, or is that just kind of standard at this point?
Well, they can get it through us, but it's pretty standard at this point. Essentially, what you have to do is either do replacement impact windows, or you can do a non-impact window with some sort of hurricane protection, exterior protection in front of the window or door. But most people feel that for convenience sake and for looks, they're going with impact windows.
Yeah, I think that would be a little easier because otherwise you're kind of having to do it twice.
Right, exactly. There's work you'd have to do, and a lot of the homeowners in our demographics don't want to have to get up on ladders and put up, hurricane covers and things of that nature.
No, and that's why we have you guys to help us out with all
Exactly.
this stuff. So how do hurricane windows work?
Well, hurricane windows it's a tested unibody frame that has impact glass. And impact glass is very similar to what you'd find in a windshield of a car. It's 2 pieces of glass with an inner layer that's virtually indestructible. But the window has to go through a pretty stringent testing process. What they do is they take it through an independent laboratory, meets 4 independent tests within that comprehensive test. And when you pass, you make it to the state of Florida's approved product list, and it can be sold as an impact product.
Okay, so basically it just doesn't shatter when like a tree limb or something hits it. It'll break, but not necessarily come crashing into your home, hopefully.
Exactly. The glass will stay intact. It can fracture if it's hit at the right velocity with the right implement, but it'll stay intact. Keep the wind and the rain from getting into the home, and that's the objective.
It is, and it's more, this is also for people that are not necessarily living along the coast, because when the storms come in, the coast deals with the floodwaters, but the inland places are the ones that are dealing with the trees that are falling.
The flying projectiles that are usually generated from the high winds.
Yes, which is this is for everybody in Florida, not just our coastal friends. This is for everyone.
Exactly.
So which are better, vinyl or aluminum?
Well, forever, Florida was the home of aluminum windows, and that was predominantly due to the fact that builders were making those decisions and aluminum windows were less expensive. Over the years, vinyl windows have become more sophisticated. And today, it's commonplace that people are doing vinyl windows as the primary replacement window. And one of the big reasons is that they meet the Energy Star ratings.
Oh, okay.
It's a much more energy efficient window. The vinyl windows come standard with insulated glass, and you can get them with all sorts of low-E coatings, which will help reduce the amount of solar heat gain that comes into the home, which saves you money on your energy costs.
Yeah, and is super important in Florida.
Exactly.
Because it can get very hot in your home
Very
just
hot.
from your windows. So these new windows help to reduce my energy costs just by having this E rating, and you said that comes standard on the vinyl ones. What about the aluminum ones?
Well, the aluminums, you can get either insulated glass or non-insulated glass, but the fact is the aluminum frame is conductive. It's a conductive material just like cookware.
Yeah.
So it tends to hold heat, and therefore it doesn't meet the Energy Star ratings like the vinyl windows. Additionally, the vinyl windows come with a lifetime warranty. The aluminum windows have a much shorter warranty, typically averaging about 10 years. So in today's market, the prices are about the same. There's just more advantages to going with a vinyl window.
It sounds like it. And what about aesthetics? Do they look the same?
They're a little more pronounced in the profile. It's not as thin, but they look great, and they hold up great. And the great thing about them is it's not a powder-coated product, so they tend to last longer in our climate.
Yeah.
Saltwater air and all those types of things.
Not only do we have the heat and the hurricanes, but then we have the saltwater air that'll just corrode anything and everything that you put on the outside of your house if it's not the right material. So as far as the shutters, you guys do shutters as well, right?
We do. They just haven't, they're just not very popular anymore because
You have the window options.
you have the window options, and of course there's other options such as windscreen and Lexan panels and things of that nature. But most people are realizing that it actually is less expensive to spend the money to get an energy efficient vinyl impact window, because typically over a decade that product will pay for itself.
Yeah, it sounds like you're kind of getting two birds with one stone when you have the right window versus having to get a window and a shutter and kind of doing all of that.
And they look great. They really do.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the pictures. They look stunning. So why should someone consider choosing Absolute Window?
Well, I think that we've been around for a long time. We're associated with Absolute Aluminum, a 28-year-old company. It's been in this market forever. In 2000, Absolute Window was formed to really take on all the areas of specialization. We do everything from commercial work, condominium retrofit, residential retrofit. We also still work with some builders. But a lot of companies focus on making a sale. All their energy goes into making a sale, and then what happens afterwards usually falls a little short of the mark.
Yeah.
We understand that's just the beginning of the process. So one of the things we do is we really focus on setting the expectation with the customer. What we expect to do during the journey of the process. We do a great job with communicating with our customers. Our installers are exceptionally well trained. And I think that what we realize is that it's a long-term relationship with our clients, so that at the end of the day, they feel like they got a great job, we met their expectation, and they got a company they can rely on.
Well, that sounds great. It sounds like there's a lot of reasons for people to go to Absolute Window. So if they want more information, what is your website?
You can go to absolutewindow.net, okay? And you can find all kinds of information about our new impact windows. We do free estimates and consultations to sit down and review the process with customers and get them all the information they need.
All right, well, sounds good. Then definitely go check that out. Now is the time to prepare for hurricane season, and thank you very much for coming on the show today.
My pleasure, thank you.
And coming up on Suncoast FYI, a national celebrity is going to rock the docks at Marina Jack. We'll have the details next, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. I'm Cassie Knoll. Rock the Docks is an awesome concert event coming to Marina Jack next weekend. And here to tell us more is Sam Chavers. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So I'm really excited about this. I love the name of it, Rock the Docks. Sounds like fun. But that's actually the culmination of another event. So tell me a little bit about it.
Yes, we have one of our biggest fishing tournaments of the year coming, the Suncoast Saltwater Shootout. It's a three-division tournament that we have every year. Starts on Wednesday. We have Bill Fish, which is the offshore anglers go up to 100 miles offshore for fishing. We have an offshore division and an inshore for boats that fish in the bay. So it's a charity event, benefits Face Autism this year, so we're really excited about that. It's a great event, and this year we decided to add a little extra on top, so we have a concert at the end of the event with some great talent coming.
Okay, so let's start this again. So Wednesday the 17th is when this starts for all the fishermen.
Correct, that's the captain's meeting. Everybody pays their entry fee, gets ready to fish, and then they go out in the fishing grounds for a couple of days. They come back on Saturday for the weigh-in.
Oh, wow. Okay, so then it's after the weigh-in on Saturday that we have the concert event coming.
Correct. We have our weigh-in and awards, and then we have the concert after we're on the docks.
All right, so tell me a little bit about this concert.
This concert is so unique to us, and we're really excited about it. We're putting actually a floating stage on the bay right behind Marina Jack. It's free to the public. We've got some great talent coming. We have a local band, Rebel Heart, that's going to open. And then we have, for the last season's Voice runner-up, Megan Lindsay coming from Nashville.
Boy. Are you a fan?
I am a fan.
That's cool.
She's a great singer and really excited to have her. I think she'll be a great talent to have in our area. The uniqueness part is having an actual stage on the bay, on the water. You can come by land, come by car, open to the public, and benefits a great cause. So we're really excited about it.
And you can come by sea too.
That's
if you
correct.
want to be
yes.
right out there
Yeah.
in the marina.
We have a lot of people coming by boat. We have dockage for boats. You can contact the marina to do so. So it'll be really unique and have a great backdrop. We hope we have a nice sunset, good
Yes.
weather, and a good crowd.
I was gonna say, if you haven't been out to Marina Jack at around sunset, absolutely gorgeous. Every night, you just cannot beat it, looking out on Sarasota Bay. So that'll be fantastic.
The view should be great. We're really spoiled to have that location, and but I think it's going to be a great backdrop for a great event.
I was gonna say, are you guys building the stage specifically for this event?
We are. We're going to start building the stage on Monday. We're bringing in floating docks, and we'll build the stage on the dock. We'll have lights. We have a professional sound company coming in, and so it's going to be really neat event that I don't think Sarasota's ever seen before. So.
No, it doesn't. I mean, it sounds like something entirely unique. And of course, like you said, the backdrop being at Marina Jack just is absolutely perfect. So these fishermen are going to fish for 3 days. They're going to weigh in at 2 p.m., right?
Starting
on
at 2
Saturday?
p.m. on Saturday, 2 to 5 is our weigh-in, and then
Okay.
we'll start the concert about 6 p.m. The opening band will come on, and we expect Megan to come on around 7 p.m. There'll also be a meet and greet down at the marina, but like I say, open to the public, families friendly. Expect a good turnout, so I would come early, but it'll be a good time.
Because you want to get a good seat.
Absolutely,
You got to
yeah.
be close. So have you guys done this event before?
We've done the shootout for the last few years, and it's been a really well-received event. We've got some great sponsors this year, Andros Boatworks, Marina Jack's, hoping to take the event to the next level. We acquired Megan Lindsay about 2 months ago, and obviously she did very well on The Voice, so it's even made it even that more exciting.
Yeah, I'd say she's pretty much like a national celebrity. So
Yes.
that alone will help to attract the people that maybe aren't interested in the fishing tournament for the day.
Absolutely, and we hope it's something that can grow. It's going to be a great event this year, and if it goes well, we hope to each year bring in some new talent. Very similar to Thunder on the Bay, where they bring in some great bands in downtown and open it to the public and do it for charity.
And you guys have lots of events going on at Marina Jack. I know in a
Correct.
couple of weeks you have another one coming up.
We've got a very busy month, and we've got the fishing tournament, and then we go right into the Suncoast Offshore Grand Prix, which benefits charity as well. So we've got boat race, a fun run, really busy, exciting month. So
And a parade of boats.
Yes, that'll be downtown,
Yeah.
which you guys I'm sure will be at. And then obviously 2 days of offshore racing on July 4th weekend with the fireworks. So we're running this month, so we're excited.
You really are. You guys have a lot going on, a lot of reasons to go visit Marina Jack. And like I said, if you haven't been there before, you definitely want to check it out. Absolutely a beautiful venue. And you guys are great at putting on events. Always a fantastic time.
Well, thank
out
you.
there.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. I mean, our goal is to do something great for the community and the public while also benefiting charities. So we're really excited and hope everybody can come join.
So if people still want to go to the Suncoast Saltwater Shootout, what's the website for that?
SuncoastSaltwaterShootout.com has some information. Also, we put the information and some links on MarinaJacks.com. So if you want to find some information about the marina, the bands, the times, or the tournament. I mean, if you want to participate in the tournament or the charities, go out there and check it out, and obviously call us with more information as well.
All right, so again, that's not this Saturday, that's next Saturday, the 20th, that the concert's going to be at if you want to come out for that, and definitely go check out the fishing tournament too. That'll start next Wednesday as well. So thank you very much for coming on the show
Thanks for having
today.
us on. We look forward to it.
And coming up on Suncoast FYI, Father's Day is just around the corner, and if you're looking for somewhere nice to take Dad for dinner, we may have just the place. The details are next, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. I'm Cassie Knoll. Are you still looking for something nice to do for Dad for Father's Day next weekend? Well, Paul Mattison may be able to help you out with that, and he joins me now to tell us more. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Cassie. Nice to be here.
I feel like I've seen you a lot lately.
It's a good thing, I enjoy being with you. So
I was
thank
like,
you for having me back.
Yeah, you've had a lot of events going on.
We
You
have.
still have them going on now. In fact, before we get to Father's Day, you're still doing Savor Sarasota Restaurant Week right now.
Yes, Sarasota Restaurant Week has been very popular. It's been a great kickoff, doing really, really well. And actually, it wraps up on the 15th of the month, typically. We're going to continue it. We're going to continue it at least through the end of this month and,
Oh, wow.
and possibly further on into the summer. It's been so popular. It's a great opportunity for folks to get out and sample different things on the menu at the restaurant. It's such a great value. And actually, I went out and explored a couple of the other restaurants around town that have been doing it as well, and
Yeah.
everybody's been getting a great response to it. So
I was going to say, can you kind of recap what it is for people that don't know?
Sure, yeah, it's for lunch for $15 or dinner for $29. It's a 3-course menu, and the restaurants offer different offerings for lunch, for dinner. And it's great because it gives you, again, a chance to explore the menu. We lighten up the portions a little bit. It's summertime. People are eating it a little bit lighter anyway, and with 3 courses, you want your portions to be a little bit lighter. But again, it's a great time to get back out. The tourists have kind of dissipated for the summer months. It's a good time to get back and visit some of the great restaurants that we have in Sarasota and see what they have to offer.
We have so many of them.
We have great restaurants.
And of course,
Sarasota, really
Madison's is one of those.
Well, thank you.
So on Sunday the 21st, that's Father's Day,
Yes.
you guys have some wonderful food that you're cooking up for them.
Yes, we do brunch in the morning. It's always popular to do brunch, and we have at 41 we do a full brunch buffet with carving stations and omelet stations and flambéed fruit crepes and all kinds of salads and fishes and meats and breakfast items and lunch items and dinner items. It's a feast. It's one of
Just
those
for
things,
brunch.
Just for brunch, yes. You want to come and pace yourselves and enjoy the day. And then at nighttime, at dinner time, we're open for dinner as well, just a normal a la carte style dinner. So I brought a couple of dishes today. The Papa's Paella, which is a great dish for Dad if you're into seafood, and we're featuring that dish at the City Grill. And paella is a great Spanish dish. The rice is bright yellow from the herb saffron. And then we feature some shrimp and scallops and calamari and clams and all kinds of different seafood in there, along with some andouille sausage, some fresh peas. So that's a nice, refreshing, kind of summery seafood dish.
So there's a lot in there.
There is a lot going on in that dish, that's for sure.
Lots of options for Dad for that.
And then I also brought a dish from 41, which is, this is a multi-feature dish. It's new on our summer menu. It's new on our Savor Sarasota menu, and it's a feature for Father's Day as well. And that is a slow roasted beef brisket, which it's done in a very, very savory, nicely seasoned manner, and we put it over some potato and parsnip mash.
Oh wow!
So some parsnips whipped into the mashed potatoes, a little lighter, not so potatoey, a little more into the vegetable deal. Some braised Swiss chard, which comes from all organic from Sweetgrass Farms. And then we do a little slaw on top with some corn and jicama, and it's a really nice, again, refreshing dish. It's got some nice spiciness. There's a coffee rub on the brisket itself before it's slow roasted, and then a lot of other great flavors underneath it.
So you've got a lot of options for Dad here with the Papa's Paella and the brisket, whichever one, seafood or meat, whichever one you want to go with.
Yes.
For that.
And of course, we feature prime rib for the day as well in both restaurants.
yes.
It's always a popular item on Father's Day.
Now I'm hungry. You said prime rib. I'm like, yes, prime rib.
yes,
That sounds awesome. So with these delicious deals you got going on here, people need reservations for this.
It's a great idea to make reservations. They're very busy days for us, yes.
So you can walk in.
You can. We'll make room. We'll squeeze you, but make a reservation. Makes it a little easier on us to make sure we have a nice table waiting.
Yeah, especially for Father's Day, you don't want to make Dad wait for his meal.
Right.
He wants to get in and out.
He wants to get back on the couch and watch the race or something else.
And he definitely deserves to.
Yes.
So what else do you have coming up on the calendar? I read something about Mexican Mondays.
Mexican Mondays are fun. We do that down at the City Grill, and we'll do that all through the summertime. And so Monday, there's a menu, in addition to our regular menu, there's a menu featuring all kinds of Mexican food. And in fact, we just went there Monday night. My nephew's in town. We just took them there the other night for Mexican Monday, and it was great. There's a Veracruz style snapper on the menu. The homemade guacamole is spectacular. Quesadillas, a lot of traditional Mexican fare, but with some really interesting twists to it. Gino, my chef at the City Grill, grew up in New York, but originated in Mexico, and really is using his heritage to create some really creative dishes. He does a short rib that's braised with a chipotle sauce, and so he's using a lot of those Spanish ingredients and putting it to some really neat flavors and preparations of the dishes.
And in a beautiful setting,
yes,
as always at the City Grill.
Yes,
so now that you've made everybody extremely hungry, where can they go for more information about all of this?
Madisons.com or 921-3400 is our main office phone number, so easy to find us.
All right, well, very good. I know you've always got a lot going on. I'm sure we'll see you back here in a couple weeks.
We got a great wine dinner coming up next month, so maybe I'll come back and bring you some of the wine, and we'll taste some of the items for that dinner.
And there's your teaser. You're going to have to check it out. Well, thank you for coming on the show as always.
Thanks, Cassie. Thanks for having me.
And stay tuned to Suncoast FYI. We'll be right back. That's our show for today, and thanks so much for joining us. If you would like to promote your business or event on Suncoast FYI, we would love to hear from you. Just call our sales department at 941-361-4223. I'm Cassie Knoll, and we'll see you next Friday on Suncoast FYI.